ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about yesterday. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, I played King of Fighters 15 all day long. All right? I gave you the history of the King of Fighters franchise on the pre-stream podcast. Then I played through the tutorial modes, the basics of the game. At the beginning of the stream, we tried out the Fatal Fury team and took them in the story mode, played through their entire story. And I was going to go online with them. But then during that initial stream, people were absolutely demanding that I play with the dinosaur, even though it's just a wrestler with a dinosaur hat and arms. It's not really a dinosaur. People were demanding that I drop everything I'm doing and I play with the dinosaur. So I did. I switched teams. It was called Antonov's Wrestling Squad or team or something like that. And it was the mini boss from King of Fighters 14, plus the King of Dinosaurs character, plus Ramon, who's like a luchador character from like King of Fighters 2001. And I basically played with them all day long. First, I went through their mission modes, learned them. Then I went online for a few matches. Then we ran out of time on the first stream. So then on the late stream, I played not 2, but 3 hours. I actually went an hour later. And we did 3 straight hours of online ranked gameplay with this team. Okay? Now, first of all, what was the impressions that people got of the game? In general, the feedback I got from you guys is as follows. Wow, this game looks great and seems to be entertaining to watch. That's the feedback I got initially from this first batch of gameplay that I did all day yesterday, okay? People in general seem to be pleased. Attendance was very high for a fighting game. Seriously, like attendance was quite good for a fighting game. I was surprised that we had that many people because I thought, oh, there'll be so many people playing King of Fighters on the internet that I'm not going to get a ton of audience. And the audience was quite good. I don't think there were barely any ever times where we were below 400 viewers on the stream yesterday, which was awesome. The gameplay mechanics of the game are pretty good. It's classic King of Fighters combined with some new systems in place, which I figured would be how they would do it. Have I mastered the game? Fuck no. This is the first time I even sat down to really play it, and I don't think I really implemented half the systems in the game yet. I'm just learning the basics. And the thing is with fighting games, this is what people really don't understand who aren't into competitive fighters, is that you can't just sit down, pick a character, and just play with them and be doing well or even learn. You have to actually put significant time into playing with certain characters to learn them in a competitive setting. For example, yesterday, I basically played with this wrestlers team the entire day, okay? What I can tell you is this. By the end of the day, I actually got pretty good with the King of Dinosaurs. I actually felt like that's the character out of the 3 that I played all day that I did the best with. The Ramon character, who's the luchador, I think is actually the best out of all of them, but I also think he's the most complex. I think that he's going to take more time to master and learn, especially his combo inputs are very difficult compared to other characters. A lot of hit confirms, a lot of timing, and because of that, it's going to take a while to play with a character like that and master him. I don't even think I got close to knowing what to do with him. Seriously. And then as for the Antonov character, I think he's the weakest of the bunch. I actually think that he's a slow character who deals high damage, but at the same time, he's at a major disadvantage. If anyone gets him like trapped in the corner, he doesn't really have a way out, which sucks. So, did I have a good time? Yes. Did I learn a lot about the game? Yes. Have I mastered the game and now I'm ready to jump in at high capacity every time I play it? Fuck no. I'm basically still at square one. I only played with one team. So when I play this again on Saturday, it's starting over, picking a new team, learning their abilities, trying them out in various modes, going online. That's how it works in fighting games. The funny part about this was yesterday, okay? People who are not educated on fighters demanding, Phil, you got to switch up your team right away. Switch them up. Keep going to different teams. That's not how you learn a fighting game. If literally every half an hour I switch and play a different team, I would learn absolutely nothing, especially a game like this where it's 3-on-3. You need to learn 3 characters at once to even play the game. That's just not possible if you're switching constantly. You have to sit down and dedicate yourself to trying to learn. If you remember when I used to play Street Fighter way back in the day, we're talking over 10 years ago, Street Fighter 4, what did I do? It was called the Madness series. Ryu Madness, Dan Madness, Geef Madness, Hakan Madness, Blanca Madness. Why did I do that? Because if you sit there and you play for hours with one character, you will learn matchups, you will learn combos, you will learn setup, spacing, situational awareness. You'll learn all of that for your character if you play with them for an extended period of time. It's even more challenging in King of Fighters because, again, you're using 3 characters. So you have to keep in mind, oh, this is working for this character, but it doesn't work for this character. You see what I'm saying? It's actually more challenging. So I want to say thanks to everyone who attended the streams yesterday. Thanks to everyone who supported the streams. In general, the support was great. I don't have a complaint. You know, we hit our full funding goal for the first stream. We did pretty good for a late night stream. Engagement was great all day. We got likes up the wazoo for the streams. And I gained roughly, give or take, 50 new subscribers to DSP Gaming during the course of yesterday, which is good. That's better than usual. Usually I get like maybe 5, 10 a day. I got like 50. So I increased that 5-fold. That's huge. And now what'll happen is those people want to probably talk on the streams when I play again tomorrow, and they'll be able to come and join the discussion on Saturday, which is great, right? Awesome. Cool. Now, that was on stream. Now let's talk about YouTube itself and on-demand video watchers, as I like to call the silent majority, the people who watch all my videos on demand behind the scenes on YouTube and support them that way. Do you want to know the honest truth? The videos aren't doing so well. For a new release, you would expect these videos would be getting much more viewership and or likes and comments. It's almost kind of dead. One of the videos, as of right now, has been live for about over 12 hours and doesn't even have 300 views yet. That's kind of crazy for a new release. Now, am I freaking out about that? No, I'm not. I'm really not. But at the same time, what this is showing me is that maybe people like to watch it live and see that live. You don't know if Phil's going to win or not, you know. But the on-demand viewership just isn't there. I don't know. What I would say, if you're someone who's going to watch these videos back slowly over time, please, if you like the video content, please give them likes and please leave comments. I noticed maybe, I'm not even kidding, maybe like 5 comments on the King of Fighters videos overnight. On all of them. I played it all day yesterday, and I only got 5 comments.
$5!
It was almost like everyone wanted to be there live, but no one really is watching the stuff on demand for whatever reason, and I don't know why. Is that a huge deal? No, not in general. The streams are just as important as the on-demand videos on DSP Gaming for this channel's growth, so it's not a humongous deal. At the same time, if I'm going to be playing this game long-term as I would like to, obviously I need to get support from both sides, not just one. So I would hope that there would be some support from the on-demand viewers long-term. If you guys are watching, again, please like, please leave comments, and hopefully people will eventually watch the videos. But I guess we'll see what happens. Like I said, it was weird. The streams did great, and then it's like the opposite on-demand. Maybe it's because it's a fighting game, and there's no story, and people like watching me play narrative-based games. Again, I gave up on trying to understand how stuff works a long time ago. Because if you ever assume something as a content creator like me, you fail. If I assume I'm going to do really well on this stream, it'll end up being the slowest stream I've ever done.